up, Wolfpackers?
Today, we're going to be doing a cooking show. First time on the channel.
We're going to be cooking some St. Louis style spare ribs.
So stick around, guys. It's going to be a dry rub. We're going to do the prep. We're going to include the ingredients. We're going to do start to finish. And got a little secret ingredient. It's fall off the bone good. Okay? So stick around. We'll show you what it's all about. Deuces. Alright, guys. So we're back. We got our spare ribs right here.
We got it from Costco, and it's a 3-pack.
About $30.
Yeah, give or take the weight. You know, you can get them for maybe 25 to 30. This particular one came out to 28.
That was loud.
We're going to show you the Wolfpack secret recipe for dry rub ribs. Don't tell nobody. Maybe tell your mama. All right.
Yep.
What do we need, guys?
We need 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar,
1.5 teaspoon of paprika.
3 teaspoons.
Got
Tablespoons.
half a teaspoon. You said 1.5.
Teaspoons or tablespoons?
Teaspoon.
3
teaspoons.
For this, it's 3 tablespoons.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're back. If you didn't notice, I stopped taking my vitamins. I shrunk a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna show you guys the Wolfpack official dry rub recipe for spare ribs. Don't tell nobody, not even your mama. Well, maybe your mama. Yeah. All right. Okay. What do we need, guys?
So first, you need 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar,
1/2 teaspoon of paprika.
3 tablespoons of brown sugar.
He means black pepper.
Yeah,
Black pepper.
Secret. Don't tell me. Sometimes we have to switch it up just to trick ourselves. So
Yeah.
3 tablespoons of black pepper.
2 tablespoons of garlic powder.
4 tablespoons of minced or diced
Onion.
onion.
1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper if you want spice.
Yeah, some people don't like it with all the spice. Some people might want a full teaspoon of cayenne if you want a little kick. Also, our recipe sometimes calls for a 1/2 cup of salt. We're not doing the 1/2 cup of salt this time because high blood pressure and things like that. But totally up to you. Sometimes the salt brings out the flavor in it. All right.
So when you're pouring your 3/4 cup of brown sugar, use a little liberty, because if you pour a little bit over 3/4 of a cup, it's not gonna hurt anybody.
Now, let's get on to the paprika part.
How much of it are we putting in?
1/2 teaspoon.
All right.
So now we're adding in our black pepper, and we went a little bit over on the brown sugar, but not gonna hurt anybody.
How many tablespoons are you adding?
We need 3 tablespoons.
So now let's get on to the garlic powder part, using 2 tablespoons.
All right, so now we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of minced onion. The thing with the minced onion is it gives it a good texture when you're getting the rub in. We're gonna get to that part. That's the fun part. All right, so now we come to the cayenne portion of it. Feel free to jump this step. Spice is not for everyone, but if you want to, you can go with the 1 tablespoon or the 1 teaspoon. You can go 2 teaspoons if you're feeling freaky. So And lastly, you want to have a mason jar handy. Kind of, if you're like us here at the Wolfpack channel, we like to We like to throw caution into the wind. Get in there. Get in there. Yes. So once you get all your good fixings in, that little guy doesn't want to come out in a bugger. All right, once you get all your fixings in, put the lid on this. We don't need this guy getting loose. It's like, you ever see that movie Critters from the 80s? Yeah, you let some of this out, it's like letting critters out everywhere. Google Critters if you don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so you seal it up. Not only is this a good storing case for putting it on the, like, say you're not making 3 racks of ribs like we're doing tonight. But, you know, you put some away for later. So shake it up real good, and the brown sugar is going to take over this mix. So you'll see more of that than anything, and that's a good thing. You want more brown sugar in here. It's going to make it a lot sweeter, and you'll see later for the secret ingredient. So there we have it. Our mix, our rub is mixed up. Keep this in a mason jar. You can put this away for months. It doesn't even have to be today. You can do it whenever. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the pack. Make sure you guys have a really sharp knife. We got to cut some of the excess meat off. I use this little guy. I got it from Big Five. Cost me under $5. You just 10 swipes one way, 10 swipes the other way. It gives it a. I mean, you can cut hair with this thing. All right. So what you want to do is flip it over to this back side and cut off any excess meat. Just put it to the side. It's just a little bit of the fat. We don't need too much of the fat on there. It's not a whole lot. Sometimes, depending on where you buy it, the flap will be a little bit bigger. Just lift the flap, slice down here, and then if you get enough meat, that can be a whole other part, and you'll put rub on that too. Another thing, some people like cutting this membrane. I actually keep it on because the method that I'm gonna be doing, the membrane is actually gonna keep it from falling off the bone. I know fall off the bone is what we're shooting for, but I'm not gonna do it on this one because the membrane is gonna help keep it all together. It's literally, if you were to pick it up, it would just tear away. That's how loose it's gonna be. Trust me, guys.
I chose shield.
We got our ribs ready. We got our pre-mixed rub. Now, we're gonna put it on. You don't gotta worry about being too sparing with it.
Plenty to go around.
Plenty to go around, you're right. Okay, so, if you've ever been a masseuse, if you've ever pretended to be a masseuse, if your mom's ever asked you to rub her back, so just get in there, just work the meat. Get in there.
Give him a massage.
Get in there, work the meat.
Oh, and also, we are surgeons now.
We're surgeons now.
We're surgeons.
Surgeons.
Gonna give it some surgery.
Just rub it in like mama wants a back rub. All right, so now that your backside is thoroughly rubbed, give it a nice flip. All right, we're gonna spread it around one more time. Remember, don't worry about using too much. You can never go through too much rub. Plus,
Plenty to share.
And you might have a few chunks, but that's okay.
And we're still surgeons.
Yeah.
Surgeon school.
We graduated early because we're smart.
Yeah.
I graduated before all of y'all.
All right, guys. So the rub has been put on. You got 3 beautiful pork loin, St. Louis style ribs. The next step, throw them in the fridge for, I don't know, maybe overnight, at least 4 hours. Let them soak in all that spice, all the juice. Trust me, you'll thank me in the morning.
So the next thing you're going to want to do is put it into the fridge for 4 to 6 hours.
Alright, so you want to get them into individual trays on their own and then wrap them with aluminum foil. Alright, so your next step is going to be to put 100 milliliters of water in. It's a key important part. And just cover it up with foil. Be sure to tighten your seams all the way around. And then you're ready for the oven. So we're going to take it low and slow. 400 degrees for 3 hours. Then pop it open and see what we got.
So it's been 3 hours, and let's see what we've got.
So take some tongs and pick them up. Fall off the bone goodness. That's how good this is, guys. Look at that. 3 hours at 400 degrees, low and slow. Okay, so the brown sugar, when we covered it up, added the water, the vapor just kept it all moist and caramelized the ribs. So it's a sweet and spicy tang to it.